Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The topic being apolitical is way forward for India. I think I really will like to begin with saying, are we all satisfied with the way things are? Answer me yes or no. No. A loud no. No. Still louder. Yeah, I think this is better. The way we assert ourselves is what politics is all about. The way I'm going to put my point forward is what politics is all about. If we are not satisfied with the way things are, what is the way forward? We've seen the way forward when a huge number of people have stayed apolitical because it's fashionable to stay apolitical. I was discussing, I am a mother of two growing up boys. One is 18, the other 16. And I was discussing with them. They said, Mom, when you were in college, did you participate in politics? I said, Beta, tell me, what do you understand by politics? If you understand by politics, electoral politics, answer is, in my times, things were very different, which is, I passed out from college in 84, 87. And that was the time when girls, especially, I had to fight my way within my family to study law. Things are very different today. No girl has to fight. I think with whatever financial or community background a girl may come from, no girl has to fight to study. A girl wants to study, parents are supportive. I came from a time when in certain classes, the best way forward for a girl was to get married at a certain age, get settled and do things. And being a lawyer was a strict no to a profession. I mean, the best options for a girl was you be a medico, you be a lecturer, you be a teacher, but lawyer, a fighter cock, no way, strict no. So a time frame from where all this comes. Electoral politics those days was a strict no, but today I see a huge change. And especially the college I studied in was called a Hindu college. In that college, we never had the outside influences. In the sense, we didn't have NSUI and ABVP, but we had Prime Minister and the opposition leader. And that was the kind of politics one was played. But one is used to student politics because 84 was the time when riots took place in Delhi. And in those 84 riots, lots of Sikhs got killed. And it was a politically charged atmosphere. So as a student, what could one do? I played my political role at that time. And the political role was to generate funds, to get newspapers, sell them, get the money, organize students, get clothes, get food, go to those bastis, go to those places where people had been killed, go and approach those families, fill up their forms and do whatever needful was supposed to be done. So politics, when we talk about, is not necessarily politics of parties, but politics is change in society. When we move in, I moved in Bombay today after good 3-4 months, and every time there has been a flying visit. I come in the morning, go back in the evening. So really not much time spent. But today when I came in, I was discussing the growth of the city itself. The time when I have seen Bombay in really, really bad state, and again I go back to 80s, when reaching this place due to traffic jam would take around 2 hours plus, road condition being bad. On one side, you have multi-storied buildings. On the other side, you have slums. Is there no politics? Because when we talk about land reforms, when we talk about ownership, when we talk about electricity, when we talk of sanitation, when we talk of water supply, do we need any change in administrative policies of the state? Do we want the changes to happen? And if we want changes to happen, how will these changes come? And the so-called reverable word which is being floated around in the media is so-called civil society groups. And I have my own take on this. so-called civil society groups. I think civil society groups can deliver nothing. If you really want delivery systems to work, the civil society groups have to convert themselves into political lobbying groups. And the civil society is a misnomer because there are, within the word of civil society, there are people who are citizens of this country and non-citizens of this country. Why I'm using this word? Anybody in Bombay or Mumbai is a citizen in a normal parlance. But to me, it is not so. To me, a citizen is somebody who exercises the right to vote. In Mumbai, there are populations, and every member of that population is not a citizen. As long as a citizen does not exercise the right to vote, a person cannot claim himself to be a citizen. So any change which we want to make, the change has to start from voting patterns. Change has to start from administrative changes. Change has to start, as a gentleman before me spoke, what is the goal? If the goal is to have a prosper India, if the goal is to have good governance, if the goal is to have equal rights for every citizen, are we going to achieve that goal by being apolitical? Answer me. Can we achieve all this by being apolitical? What is the way forward then? I think the debate is over with this very sentence. If the answer is no, that we can't get good governance, if we can't get a prosper India, if I cannot influence what the policies of the state should be, what as a member of a population I am doing? As a member of a population does not serve the purpose of being a citizen. Being a citizen means sharing in sovereignty. Being a citizen means participating in the changes. Being a citizen means be the lawmaker. Being a citizen means speak your voices on terrorism. Speak your voices on corruption. Bring in the electoral changes. All that is not going to happen till a citizen or chooses to be only a part of population. A citizen becomes a citizen by exercising right to vote to begin with. And then comes the right to administrative reforms. Then comes what my policy is going to be on subject A, B, C, D, E, and one can just go on. So for that purpose, my request to every member sitting in the hall will be, do you people have your electoral cards with you? To begin with, everyone. I think there will be some kids who are above 18 or just turned 18. Have you people collected your electoral cards? And if you have not, please collect them. Be a change maker. Participate in electoral processes. And by being member of the civil society, you are being most uncivil towards your own nation. Participate in the processes. Participate in the processes of change, and that is an achievable goal, and achievement that can come only by participation. Be part of sovereignty, because when I talk of democracy, the thought which comes to me is democracy means I, as an ordinary citizen, has a right to decide what my law is going to be. I, as an ordinary citizen, have a right to demand water, have a right to pay taxes, duty to pay taxes, but demand in return that I should have good roads. Demand in return that my electricity bill is not high. Demand in turn that when I walk on the road, I'm not going to be molested. Demand that there is not going to be a next bomb blast in my building. And if I cannot exercise that right, then I am only a part of population and not a citizen participating in the democracy. Thank you. I think I must not have exceeded my time. Am I well within time? Thank you very much.